Another question for the discussion: what is the impact of liberalization, privatization, globalization on Indian economy? As we all know that India, after receiving independence from the Britishers, adopt a concept of the mixed economic system in which the coexistence of the both the public and the private sector, and more thrust is on the public sector. Till independence, from the era of 1947 till 1990, we adopt the closed economic system model. There is a difference between the closed economy and the open economy. Closed economy is that economy in which there is no participation of trade between the two countries, and the economy is totally nil. It depends upon its own for the survival. In case of the open economy, its focus is to make trade with the other nations and participate in the economic development. Till 1990, Indian economy approached towards the closed economy model. By this, in 1990, we face a problem in the form of the balance of the payment crisis. Our import is too much and a huge burden on the government to pay the debts. And in the 1990, our trade partner, Soviet Union, collapsed. At present moment of time, it is Russia. In the 1991, by the pressures of the IMF and the WTO, and the need of the urgency, Indian economy is open, and we adopt the model of liberalization, privatization, and the globalization by the approach of Manmohan Singh. At that moment of time, he is a finance minister under the leadership of P.V. Narasimha Rao. In other words, we can say that's the Rao Manmohan model. It creates a huge impact in the economic system. More and more participations of the private companies is being there, and India adopt this model. It helpful for them to raising the revenue as well as increasing the employment opportunities. More and more private sector companies participated in India in each and every sector, and it also, by through the foreign participation, more and more foreign revenue comes in India. And by through this model, from 1991 to till now, we achieve a very good growth rate in each and every sector. India opened the economy in the 1991, and whatever the growth and the progress that we've seen now, that Indian economy is being achieving a GDP of 7.3, it's all about that. Today, in today's scenario of international trade, we not depend upon the own self that we manage the things. We need the help of the others for development of trade. So by through this approach, the Indian economy, there is being a huge market of foreign companies participated in India, and we see in the different aspects that in today's scenario, there's so much of the private sector participation in India, and it's benefit a lot in job opportunities, as well as the more and more foreign exchange comes in India. And today's scenario, India is a very global and a competitive market in which maximum of the countries wants to participate and spend their money, because in India they see a growth in the form of the demographical dividend as well as a young and a dynamic market. Like for example, if we analyze this aspect in the current prospect, like having a relationship with Japan, and the Japan want to invest in India a $1 million projects about a bullet train. So by this, a huge revenue will come, and providing a very small concession of money to the providing a very small concession of the interest and giving a huge amount of money. So by this, the opportunity is being created in the Indian market, and in the end, we can say that it is also benefited to our demographical dividend in the form of the more and job opportunities and raises their standard of living. Thank you all.